Hello traders, how are you? Vladimir here from Home Trader Club. In this video, I would like to share with you how do I love to scalp. And this video would be presented on the cTrader trading platform. As you might know, recently I started a new playlist on the YouTube channel about cTrader platform. I will be presenting here the videos and the functionalities of the trading platform itself, and also various of trading approaches, trading methods, trading techniques, how to trade news, how to swing trade, how to trade scalp, like I will be presenting in this video on this platform. Why? So recently I was exposed to cTrader, and those of you who follow me for a while, you guys know that I am a MetaTrader trader for over a decade now, but you cannot argue, you cannot counter the fact, and cTrader platform is superior trading platform. It's absolutely fantastic trading platform, professional trading platform for professional traders, also for retail traders. So why? There are many reasons behind that, more technical, more trading related, and for me the main two reasons why I absolutely love this system, especially for cases like news trading, like scalping, day trading, is because there are no requotes or frozen quotes. There is no functionality or like inject the price. So there is no option to hunt your stop losses like we all experience that here and there on various brokers. With some platforms it's more doable, with some platforms it's absolutely not. And C platform is exactly falling in this category. This platform allows you the peace in mind, the quiet you need, right? Not to think about these kind of things, what could go wrong with the system, because you have absolutely fantastic execution in a given market, real market price, without glitches, without frozen quotes, without stop loss hunting. And from my point of view, this is very, very important. And if you want to enjoy all the other videos about this fantastic platform and the trading strategies and all the other different trading approaches and trading methods and techniques I am sharing, please refer to this video or this playlist on the right top corner and watch all the videos we have about the cTrader platform. So how do we scalp? What is scalping by itself? How it is defined, and how can you participate in scalping, and should you participate in scalping? So the idea of scalping is to aim to enjoy, to profit from small price reactions, small price fluctuations, and in many cases it's basically to enjoy from the price reaction, quick in out, right, from given levels. The advantage of such trading is you have tons of opportunities during the day, pretty much in flexible hours. This is perfect for those who can dedicate 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day in specific windows of time. Scalping allows you to do that. Now, here is a very important thing I want to mention. You cannot expect to be able to scalp any instrument at any given time. Instruments move in specific times, right? And there is a reason why the Pacific instruments, for example, would be more active during the Pacific sessions, right? The Asian session, the Tokyo session, and the US session, and less active as a rule of thumb. Of course, there are some exceptions. During London session, for example. And there is a reason why instruments like the euro dollar and pound dollar are more active in the London session and then the US session, and more quiet usually during the Asian session. So it's very important that you choose wisely when, according to the hours you can trade, you choose your instrument wisely and you approach to that correctly. But the technique that I will be presenting here is absolutely the same for any instrument in any case. To understand this technique better, what I will do now is to go to blank screen. And I want you to remember this price structure, okay, and to try and to focus on that when you scalp. So what I love to do is react to the price act. As simple as that. Sounds like a rhyme or anything like that, but that's exactly what I love to do. Which means I love to predefine key levels and I look for the price to react to these levels. If it does, I make my profits. If it doesn't, I cut out very early, and that's the advantage of scalping. You don't trade long term, waiting for the price and the structure and the setup to build. You actually in and out, profit or loss, but quick. And that's the advantage for those who cannot or do not want to participate in trades for some time. So here is what I want you to remember. In a downtrend, what you should be looking are the highs. Why? Because that's the zone where sellers take control. Okay, think about it this way. You got, let me just say here, you got buyers, sellers, well, assume there were buyers before. Sellers take control, drop down. Buyers take control, go up. Sellers take control again, drop down. So you want the levels where sellers proved their interest, right? And whenever and if the price comes back to the zone, that's your area where you would be looking for the price reject to the downside again, okay? And of course, to the upside, it would be the opposite. You would be looking at the bottoms. The bottoms are the places where the buyers step in and take the control. Right? So if and when the price comes back to this zone, you know, here I would be looking to get the price rejection. And when you get the combination of the two, imagine you get something like that. A move down and then some move up, right? But look what happens here, right? You got a bearish trend. Then it flips, you got some bullish price reaction. And look how it all comes together. Boom, this zone retested and respected. This zone retested and respected. And that's the areas where you would be looking to participate. Okay, and after you go and enjoy the sellers, you would also be able to go and to enjoy the buy zone. Why buy? Because now the price flips the trend. You got buyers in control, you would be looking for that thing to happen. So the combination of these very simple but logical price structures allows you to find your opportunities. Now, how does that look like on the chart? Take a look on this, for example, New Zealand dollar chart. You have here clean structure of lower highs, lower lows, and it is going, right? So what we will be looking at is basically these highs. Now, of course, in ideal, you want the high itself, but also pay attention to the spikes, right? Why the spikes? Because spikes represent this fight between the buyers and the sellers. And if the high or the low of the price structure also is surrounded by spikes, pay attention to that. The market is not always perfect to come and to clean a high or a low. Sometimes it just get inside the price area, and from there makes the rejection. So for that, what you would love to see is basically you would love to create zones, right? So you got here a low, what was broken through the high, right? This is your area, and that's how you create these zones. Then you got this low with these highs, tack, tack, right? So that's another zone. That's another zone, right here around this area. So these are the levels you will be paying attention to. And if the market gets back there, you would be looking for price rejection. Now, what sort of price rejection I want to see and I love to see, and then we will talk about the different time frames you can trade. I love to see, for scalping especially, classical trend candles rejections or bars rejection, which you can see trader, you can easily control directly from the chart. Right button on the chart and you choose your chart. Very easy, very convenient for any of your preferences. You can also, of course, control that directly from here, from the toolbar on the upper side here, right? Or with the alts. Bar chart Alt 1, candlestick Alt 2, line chart Alt 3. Again, full comfort, full control. So take a look on this trade. This trade was shared in our dedicated group for day trading, okay, or short-term trading. This group is running thanks to our partnership with 8cap broker. You can enjoy all the offers we have with 8cap with the link below this video in the description and get your access to this dedicated group. Okay, so I presented so you see how it looks like in real example as a trade that was shared with our day trading or short-term trading community. So we predefined the levels there, and once again this is our zone, right? Again, the low, which were the consider that as a support that now becomes resistance. Through the high and all the spikes, this is the zone. Now the market is not ideal. That's why you create a zone and not a specific price. Okay? Of course, in ideal case, it comes and cleans the peak and then retraces, but not always it acts this way. And what I love to see is price rejection or bars rejection. Think about it, very simple logic. What happens when buyers are in control? What happens is higher highs and higher lows on the bars. When it is broken, what happens? Sellers take control, and from higher highs, higher lows, you start to see on the bars lower highs, lower lows. And it's that simple and that straightforward how it happens. So think about it this way. Okay, take a look on what happens here. We enter this zone, right? Our predefined zone. Look what happens here. Bam, bam. Red candles, right? React directly after the sequence of higher highs, higher lows. This is your sign. That's where it changes. Now, ideally, I love to see the last two candles on a rally broken as well. So this green candle ideally to be broken. But that it didn't happen in that case, but we bounce directly from the zone. For me, it's a green light to go and to take the sell. So how do I love to work with that logic and to scalp? So scalping is not a trading setup. Of course you can, but the idea of the scalping is to enjoy from quick price fluctuations, quick price rejections in and out, to the good or to the bad, right? But that's the advantage you have as a scalping. The scalp should be quick. You can do it on the 15 minutes time frame. You can do it on 5 minutes time frame. You can do it on 1 minute time frame. It's all the same techniques. Okay? You can even do it on ticks. I personally don't love to deal with 1 minute on the ticks because it's very quick, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. I love to do it on 5 minutes or 15 minutes from levels that I predefine on these very time frames, 15 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay. Why, for example, the daily level or 4-hour chart level would be irrelevant here, because you want the quick price rejection and reaction. not the whole thing that will follow the next days, right? So how long does it all take? So usually the idea of the scalp is quick. 5 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, but quick. That's why many traders love to do it on the ticks or the 1 minute. Very, very, very quick. The lower you go, the lower the range of pips you should aim, because also the risk would be much lower, right? But if you work, for example, like I did in that case of this trade, 15 minutes. So what I love to do is I love to aim between a 0.25% change to 0.5% change of the price. That's what I expect in this very short-term trading. Of course, if you go to lower time frames, you should be aiming to less. How do we calculate that? So take a look on the quote. The first 3 digits gives you 1% change. In that case, 59 pips. Let's say 60 pips. That's 1% change. 0.5% change would give us 30 pips, right? And quarter would give us, in that case, 15 pips. Okay, so on the price rejection, I want to catch between 50 to 30 pips. Okay, for that, I'm checking from the zone. Right, this is the zone we defined. How many pips? You can see that when you have the crosshair here, right, and you can just click on the scroller of your mouse, right, and you can then see when you click from any point and you measure to any point, it gives you here all the data. Percentage change, right? It gives you the pips as well of the range. So you can see the pips range of this potential risk is within the normal 15 to 30 pips between the quarter and the 0.5% change. And for the target, which is usually the next important levels, next broken resistances or broken supports, you can see the price of the range here is like 20, 25 and 30 pips, which again is classical between the quarter to the 0.5% change. And that's what I want. And now how quick it all should happen. So the market many times is moving in the same angle of the waves. So we can see here, drop down, rally, drop down, rally. I would expect the drop down, if happens, within the same normal period. So this drop down took about 20 bars, right? This drop down took about 25, 27 bars. This rally took about 30. So it's all normal within this range. I would expect the next levels to be reached within the same period, which is the great flexibility, because I know if it didn't do the move within the given time, I'm out. As simple as that. Once again, you define your level, you are waiting for your price rejection, right, with the candles like it happened to be here. You know that if it doesn't respect the zone and just goes up, you cut it out. But you also know that if it does within the same angle, I'll be heading the next levels and would be looking to enjoy the profits right there. So this is once again the biggest advantages scalping offers. You can do it on any instrument during any time of the day. Keep in mind though that the chances to enjoy a move during active sessions, Asian session, London session, New York session, are bigger, right, than in dead hours. If you are working in more quiet hours, then you should not be wasting your time on 15 minutes time frames. 5 minutes or even 1 minute, and then with smaller price action. Take a look. Let's go to 5 minutes, just for the example, right? The idea here is absolutely the same. Let me just close the crosshair. The idea here is absolutely the same. You predefine your trending structure, right? And once you are in, for example, let's see the recent trend we had here. Here we are. Okay, that's in the 5 minutes. Here. Okay, same thing. You predefine your levels. You can trending structure in play. High for the rejection, high for the rejection, right? And that's the zone you would be looking for the price rejection. Price rejects, aha, green light is given. For how long? For this angle, right? Take a look on this. That's the angle of the moves, right? So this was about 6-7 bars. This was about 10 bars. This was about 15 bars. So anything around the 10 bars is very normal. 5 minutes, 10 bars, about 50 minutes. So you know that once you start to participate in your trade, right, within 10 bars, you should be looking to get to the next key levels. What are the next key levels? Previously broken resistances that become support, and of course the zones where the buyers took the control. You expect them to reject around that areas. That's why you are aiming back to these areas. Of course, when you drop to lower time frames, your range of prices should also be reduced, and you would be aiming for 5, 10, 15 pips, depends on the instruments as well, right? For New Zealand dollar, the price range is much smaller than for pound dollar, for example. So that's the technique I love to implement in short-term trading, day trading, and of course in scalping. And the example you saw before, that was on New Zealand dollar 50 minutes, as we shared in our dedicated short-term trading group. And once again, I want to remind why scalping specifically is a great fit for this platform. No requotes, which is one of the most important things, because you want, imagine that you want in and out quick. You don't want to waste your time requoting, and the range of prices you work here so small. You don't want to requote and lose a pip or 2 or 3 on this requote. You don't want that. You want the best price, the best execution, without any frozen quotes, without any stop loss hunting where some brokers do. You just want straightforward on a real given market price, and that's the advantages cTrader offers to you. So that's it for this video. I hope you find value in it, and as always, if you did, don't forget to like, and if you are new to our channel, please consider to subscribe with the subscribe button below this video. I also want to invite you to our Home Trader Club, where you will get your access to our full trading courses, real-time trading opportunities, real-time trading education, so much more. Follow us with the link below this video in the description. Thanks for watching. Best to you and yours. I'll see you soon with more. Good trading.